Morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the onboarding we have here. Today we're going to go through a very quick overview of everything. We're going to talk about what we're trying to do, what we're here to do, and then what we plan to do in the future. So we'll go into like a PowerPoint. Obviously, welcome to the onboarding. Welcome to the group. It's the first place you start out at. And then we're going to cover today what the identity shift is going to be, the core philosophy, the build with us mission, what we have for a beta offer, scaling paths, and then immediate next steps. So the identity shift, we want to move you from sort of the mechanic owner to the owner, which means we're taking out a lot of that manual stuff and we're giving it to you in like an automated form so that you can do a lot of the things that you want to do that are, high impact, very specific to you as the owner. You want to make sure you get time and effort to do that. And it really just frees up some space to let you do some of the things you want, and you can actually lead instead of um, hope and dream and wish that one day you can actually lead. So that's kind of the shift from mechanic to owner. So our core philosophy here is um, a lot of this stuff is framed from some of the work I've done prior, which is business failure analysis stuff. You're not failing, it's not a failing business, just leaking. It's just there's holes in it, you got to plug them up, and you got to make sure that they're taken care of and they don't rust or break any of the rest of your equipment or tools or buckets. And we don't want to do like hacky stuff. We want it to be like data driven and logic driven. So it's it's really important that we do this as like a group and a team so that we don't just uh, you know find the latest flash in the pan kind of stuff and do that, because that's not going to be something that's permanent. It's going to be like a temporary thing that could break, and we don't want these things to break. We want them to be completely fixed at the end. So we have like a kind of a build with us mission. We can do things for you. We can give you blueprints to make things, but we prefer to kind of give you the tools you need to do this actual work. And we have this in like a designated diagnostic lab space in the community. Um, it also helps us to create and define and make things that you need. So we don't know everything. We know a little bit about a little bit, but we want to make sure you can do this in the community. And then we're starting a sort of a beta test where we pull your information into our lab, into our settings, into our community, and find out if we have 5 owners, 5 people that want to do some, manual process conversations, and then we'll build these automations for free. We won't charge you anything. The only thing we'll charge you, quote unquote, is just a video exchange, testimonial, and a conversation of what you started with and now what you have at the end, so that we can have some case studies to use in the future so that people can see the work that we're doing and to see it actually works. In the future, after we're done with the case studies, this will kind of be the structure we have. So the community is free, but the tiers of information we have here are blueprints, the done with you and done for you, kind of that build with us, the transformation there. Those are the price points we'll have. So we're not like inexpensive, but um, we are something that's going to not be on the lower end of automation. We're gonna be worth the the stuff that we're doing. We're not just gonna be some kind of cheap remedy. We want to be a permanent fix. So that is kind of the pricing structure here. So if you see that and it's something that you're not interested in, we do have a DIY kind of logic where we just put the information in a sheet, give you a kind of a loom to go on your way and do it yourself. But that is an option there. And then the next steps are, for us, we're going to go into the classroom area and the community area. And we're just going to look at some of the things that we have in there. So go into the community there. So if you haven't been in a space like this before, it has a couple tabs up top here. It has a community where you have just different chat kind of things here. So you have like a general discussion, lab, and questions where we're going to put a lot of the stuff in there. Efficiency engine. It's a place where you can share like some of the efficiencies that we've done and weekly wins, updates, path forward. And then some pin things in here, questions and stuff like that. There's a classroom that has some information in there where you want to start here. It's a one there. And then there's a calendar. We haven't filled it out yet. Got to get some more folks in here. We do have a calendar and like leaderboards for things. We have an about space. And that's where this is going to go. The onboarding is going to go right there in that about space. And then here's the about information. That's generally the makeup of this space. But we really want to do most of the work in the labs and then the efficiency space where we talk about what you want and we talk about how to do some things and just really where we do most of the work. So that's generally what we're thinking with the onboarding and what we want to do moving forward. So thanks for joining. Thanks for coming through today. Thanks for taking a look at this. We appreciate it. We really, really appreciate the time you give us, and have a glorious day.